Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Brownlee. Welcome to Body of Christ Real Talk with Joseph Brownlee. Now, for the ones that's been keeping up and listening to my show for the last few weeks, I have about 26 or 27 episodes dealing with health, dealing with total health. My health and just health in general, what I am learning and what I am training and what I am seeing in the health industry to better our health as far as losing weight and finding ways to make our health better. I've been interested in this since the last 3.5 to 4 years. I think it's very important for me to look into my health that I have been neglecting. And one of the biggest things that I have neglected over several years has been my oral health. Once upon a time, I had great teeth. Not perfect teeth, but once upon a time, I had great. This might sound like an infomercial, but it's not. I want you to listen to something because before I get more into this, I want you to listen to this doctor on YouTube that I've been following to help me with my oral care because I haven't been neglecting my oral care. Now, what I mean by that, I have not been neglecting brushing my teeth or anything like that, stuff like that. I've done that, but I've neglected it too much as dental appointments and different things like that. That on the long run, it has affected my overall oral health, and also I believe it caused me to have something I never wanted was periodontitis disease. Now, with all that said, with me taking care of my health now, and I'm taking my weight is down and different things, my health is getting better. My biggest challenge is my oral health, and the reason I'm exposing myself like this because I want my listeners to understand by using myself as a guinea pig of the challenges that we go through when we neglect our body and we neglect our health. The other day, I lost another tooth, and I have a total of only 16 teeth in my mouth. And you might say, Joe, why are you telling everybody that? I said, the reason I'm doing this is I like to be transparent, and I like to be for real because I want you guys to follow me on this to see a transformation, hopefully, that can also help you and your total overall care and oral care, eye care, losing weight, reversing type 2 diabetes, even cancers and stuff like that, which can be done because we have the mechanism that our Father left down here for us to heal these things. And I know there is. Now, my situation is a bad situation, but from the study that I have been doing, I know it can be fixed. So I'm doing something for the last going on a month now, 3 weeks. I'm using this system by this sweet, wonderful female doctor, Dr. Eddie Phillips on YouTube. And I want you to hear a little bit of what she has to say. I'm going to try to go as far as I can and everything, and I might do some more later on down the line. But I want to just let you listen to an episode of what I am doing for my oral care.
Called in for the dental treatment. And back then, parents were not allowed to go in the operatory with the child. It was an awful.
Let me go up some because there's so much to this.
And it's no wonder if you've had the experience from the caretaker, somebody who is looking after these children who has tooth decay, and the bacteria will spread. They will share the bacteria in the droplets of saliva when they kiss, hug, cuddle, chat, talk. Anything. You can't avoid sharing within a family group. Don't try and save the silverware or don't kiss your baby. You are going to share bacteria. My plea to mothers and parents is share good bacteria. It's not difficult to change the kind of bacteria in your mouth. And this is why I call xylitol a gift. I actually believe the gift of healthy teeth lies in understanding how to use the equivalent of 1 teaspoon of xylitol a day in the correct way to change the oral health of adults in 6 months. And you do that with a tiny amount 5 times a day, a fifth of a teaspoon, or if you want to eat it as a commercially made mint or in a piece of chewing gum. But 5 exposures to a small amount of xylitol every day will get rid of plaque bacteria and promote the healthy mouth bacteria that you do want to share with your children, because they are going to have bacteria in their mouths. There is no mouth without bacteria. That is not possible. So let's make sure our children have healthy bacteria in their mouths, and then they won't have plaque. And if they don't have plaque, they won't have cavities. So they did studies back in the 1970s where they gave xylitol gum, a small amount, 0.7 of a gram, 7 times a day, so that they actually had 7 grams, which is a little over a teaspoon a day, to pregnant women. And they measured the plaque levels in these women's mouths, and they were at 100% at the beginning. Their mouths were bad. But over the months of using xylitol in the correct way, these mothers ended up without plaque in their mouths at the time after their babies had been born, and the babies were beginning to erupt their new baby teeth. So these mothers are hugging and kissing and cuddling with their little babies as the new teeth erupt. And you see, plaque bacteria can only multiply on a hard, non-shedding tooth surface. Plaque bacteria don't multiply in your saliva. You've never seen lumps of plaque in your saliva. They need a hard, non-shedding surface on which to grow. So what these mothers had done was, in essence, change their plaque levels in their saliva. Even if they still had cavities, even if their teeth were still bad, their saliva was clean. And when they kissed their babies, they kissed healthy bacteria to the babies. And it was the healthy bacteria that colonized, that took over and occupied the space on these new baby teeth. And as the baby teeth grew in the second year of life, the baby teeth that grow in the second year have grooves in the molar surfaces. And if your baby has healthy bacteria, those healthy bacteria will go in and get a foothold in the baby teeth, in the surfaces of those molars, the baby molars. And this is the most wonderful way to ensure that that baby mouth is going to stay healthy. In fact, in Finland, they have a public health program that has been in place now for over 65 years, where they give xylitol, little mini pieces of gum, to the children going to preschool in Finland as they arrive at school, after lunch, and before they go home. Now, they're assuming they may have another couple of exposures to xylitol at other times, maybe in the morning before school, and maybe as they get home, or before bed, before sleeping at night. But xylitol in this small exposure amount in preschool years builds on that same idea that they want to keep the whole mouth biome healthy, eliminating plaque and keeping healthy bacteria fed and nurtured by the xylitol. There are studies, if you want to look at the University of Turku, Turku in Finland, they have done so many studies on xylitol. They have actually developed artificial mouths with saliva and teeth to show that not only can xylitol, when it's head-to-head in a study against sugar, completely avoid cavities. When sugar was consumed, cavities formed. When xylitol is consumed, it prevents these cavities. But the other thing that the University of Turku actually showed was that xylitol can help, if a cavity is starting to form, it can help it to repair itself. So Finland has been using this extremely sensible program now since the 1970s. And it has pained me that in England, xylitol is pretty much not known. And in America, it is a little known, but again, most dentists fail to suggest this to pediatric patients who are struggling with decay or to pregnant women. In 2022,
Okay, that's Dr. Eddie Phillips. This is my new YouTube virtual doctor that I have been following. I only have about 4.5 minutes left, and I wanted to give you an excerpt of that. If you want to know about natural ways and other ways of taking care of dental care, go to YouTube and look up Ellie Phillips and stuff like that. Now, the reason, like I said, the reason that I'm doing this is because my challenges with my own oral health. And there's a possibility that I could lose more teeth. And there's other alternatives to take care of my teeth, even, dental implants and stuff like that. But I'm hoping I don't have to go that far. But this would have never happened if I would have took more better care of my teeth. And all of it is not my fault. It's not your fault. It's what we have been doing and lifestyle and what we have been eating. All of this has to do with total health. This is what I'm talking about. And you will be surprised that you could brush your teeth and floss your teeth every day and still wind up with plaque build up in the back of your teeth, because a lot of people don't concentrate on the back of their teeth. And it can create gingivitis or even plaque. Now, also what got me of listening to Dr. Ellie Phillips is how we can spread it, not only to our children, nieces, but also to our loved ones as husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends and stuff like that. When we spread, when the kissing and the hugging and the tapping on the lips can spread the plaque and the disease. And I did not know that. And that's why I take this serious now, even in relationships. So my thing is, she mentioned something called xylitol. Now, xylitol is like a sugar, but it's not sugar. It's like a a substitute, you may call it, or a sweetener that fights plaque and it fights bacteria and it fights tartar, from what I'm hearing. So what I am doing now, she has a system that's called a mouthwash care system that I am doing now. I have been doing that for several weeks now to get my my gum disease or whatever it is under control and everything like that, in the calculus in my teeth, especially my bottom teeth, under control. And it's doing some wonders, but it still needs a lot of work. And as she said, it takes up to 6 months to a year to really get this to reverse, or stuff like that, without dentists going all up and cleaning out. Now we'll have to go to a dentist, to get some things out. But that's another story. I'm going to get into that lately, but this is part of my total health care that I want to introduce to others and everything that I have been doing. I'm into natural remedies now. I'm more into the holistic type of healing now and everything, and it's going to work out because I'm seeing benefits now in my all-around health. So I wanted you to just listen to this doctor, and there's many others, but I'm following her. Now, I don't agree on everything she says because a lot of the children's teeth are bad. And it's a shame that children have bad teeth at a young age. Part of that is genetics. Part of that, she thinks, is because of parents kissing their kids and spreading their germs to their kids and stuff like that. But also a big part of it is what they feed their children, what we feed kids and ourselves, a lot of junk food and a lot of poisonous stuff we give the kids that is affecting their teeth. But I'm not a doctor, but I want you to understand this. So I'm going to be talking about total health, including oral care and also vision, as well as weight loss and obesity and type 2 diabetes and dementia. There's a lot of it is caused by the foods that we consume and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that for upcoming episodes on my series on the food that I love, what's killing me, on Body of Christ Real Talk with Joseph Brownlee. God bless you. I just want to give you some update on that. Peace out. Love you.